What has been achieved in your local regions through the Everyone In initiative?
Almost everybody has been in. Our total numbers were about 800 people have moved in, and of those 150 had no recourse to public funds.
We anticipate about 1,000 people. In the end, we've doubled that. So the question for the government, I think, coming out of this is, if Everyone In is to be a kind of permanent ambition, it's incompatible, in my view, with a policy of no recourse to public funds, because that policy says, well, there'll always be some people out on the streets, and it can't therefore be everyone in.
You do ultimately get to the whole question of the supply of affordable housing, and obviously making sure that benefits are appropriate for people to be able to stay in their accommodation.
What more do you think needs to be put in place so that we can build on the progress that has been achieved over the last few months?
This surely is a moment to solve the housing crisis, isn't it? This is a great opportunity to build a 21st century generation of council or social housing, not the new generation of slum housing. That is not Build Back Better to me.
The local housing allowance rate is really crucial. The LHA rate pre-COVID afforded 2% of rental accommodation in Birmingham. That is just not doing its job. We've had a move to that 30% level. It has got to be sustained. That's the whole sort of dignity of benefits. We are looking at this whole acceleration of build, but we have to make sure there's a balance to provide genuine affordable accommodation.
Can you tell us both why you support the Crisis Home for All campaign to introduce emergency homelessness legislation?
Some things just aren't right. Pervasive rough sleeping just is not right.
The bill that you're proposing should be a new national mission about housing first. A roof over every head every night, everyone in. And the measures that you've described in the emergency bill, I think, are fantastic. Because if it was in law, the resource would have to follow. If you're thinking about levelling up and resilience, I think you've got to have a new philosophy about housing. And I hope that will be a legacy of this time we've been living through.